Do you know how much Bitcoin you need to be in the top 1% of all holders? It's probably way less than you think. Because right now, if you own even a tiny amount of Bitcoin, you might already be ahead of almost everyone on Earth. If you divided all 21 million Bitcoin equally, that leaves each person with about 0.002 BTC. So that really gives you an idea of how scarce this asset really is. There are about 56 million Bitcoin wallets with a non-zero balance. That's out of 8 billion people. So technically, owning any Bitcoin already puts you around the top 1% globally. But it's not that simple. One person can have multiple wallets. Personally, I have a few. And millions of people own Bitcoin on exchanges without a wallet. So instead of people, we're gonna look at wallet distribution. Out of those 56 million wallets, over 43 million hold less than 0.01 Bitcoin. That's under about $750. This group is what we call the plankton, the vast majority of holders. In other words, most people barely own anything. Next up, the shrimp. 0.01 to 0.1 Bitcoin, about 8 million wallets, the second largest group. This is where the real retail investors start. If you've stacked over 0.01 BTC, you're already ahead of a massive portion of holders. The fish. Now it gets interesting. Between 0.1 and 1 Bitcoin, there are only about 3.5 million wallets. That puts you roughly in the top 10% of all holders. Just $7,500, top 10% of all Bitcoin holders. Now, there's also a subcategory within this range at greater than 0.5 BTC, referred to as the big fish, which puts you roughly in the top 5% of all holders. A highly respected and elite tier of Bitcoiner. Then you hit 1 Bitcoin. Less than 1 million wallets hold this amount. This is what people call the dolphins, or more commonly, the whole coiners. Basically, the 1% of the 1%, and basically every Bitcoiner's dream. The sharks, over 10 Bitcoin, about 150,000 wallets. That's the top 0.2%. We're talking serious money now, over $750,000. Now, there are 3 tiers of whales. Over 100 Bitcoin, around 20,000 wallets in this range. Then the mega whales, over 1,000 Bitcoin. Only 2,000 wallets hold this amount. And over 10,000 Bitcoin, the giga whales. Less than 100 wallets, 0.0001%, something crazy, right? At this level, we're talking exchanges, institutions, and legends like Satoshi Nakamoto himself. But here's the crazy part. You don't need to be a whale. Even small amounts of Bitcoin can put you way ahead of the majority, which shows how early this still is. So where do you fall? Shrimp, fish, or future whale? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious. And share this video with a friend, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.